You say whatever to whatever you just said whatever to, but I just heard a story about people had their kids taken away from them because I don't remember why it was so stupid. I'm so tired. Hi! There, that's all you get.
Yeah.
That's what you're gonna get.
We were goofing around with the thumbnail. There you go, Michelle. Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Michelle. How are you? You better not be driving.
Uh-oh.
Are you driving? Are you one that's driving at this point? No, that's Angelina that's always driving at this point.
How's it going?
Excuse me.
Oh.
We all know I have to cough when we start doing videos.
Yes, yes.
Those rules, right, Jolinda?
She says she's not driving. How's everybody feeling? I'm okay. I'm a little tired, to be totally honest. We've had a long day.
And he slept about 7 hours last night, which for him is not.
I didn't get 7.
Not a full sleep. And yeah, he did wake up like a couple of times in between.
4 hours. I had
okay.
You
were snoring an awful lot for just 4 hours.
Okay.
I, on the other hand, have had none. I've not had any sleep yet.
Still?
When, dude?
That's right.
So anyway, we're just a little tired.
A little?
We took off this morning about 10:30.
Well, about 10:20 actually.
And we didn't get home until about.
Thinking we were gonna be gone for like 2 hours.
And we didn't get home till like 4:30. 4:30. Yeah.
6 hours later.
We've just been pretty busy. We've been working on the van as far as getting it ready to go. I got the middle seats out.
Hi,
hey, Andy.
Stop. I almost fell.
Got the got the middle seats out, and those were pretty easy. We're gonna pull the back seats out soon. Hey, Danny. Hey, how you doing?
Danny.
I just responded to your comment on my the chicken and biscuits. Yeah, we've decided we're gonna build a platform. I want to build.
Jolinda and Michael are here. They're just kind of.
Yeah, Michael and Jolinda are here.
Yeah, there's Lulu.
I want to build the platform because I want to have the space underneath for storage. I just really want the storage space. So we're going to build that platform. So I sold a couple items that I have.
Thank you, Danny. I haven't even joined yet.
Yeah, I sold a couple items that I had to a buddy of mine. And that's going to give us enough money to get to Tippecanoe State Park this weekend so that I can train with that guy from Kentucky. And when we get back, we're going to use the rest of the money to purchase the wood to build the platform. And out of all the stuff, we were going to we were going to use PVC pipe, but
Andy, that was your idea.
Yeah, and I liked the idea, and I wanted.
We both did,
but there's a couple things. The reasons we decided we're going to stick with the wood is that the PVC pipe is going to take up more space. Hey, Andy, thank you. Thank you. A lot of help with the van. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Andy's a great guy.
You just paid for the bolts and nuts.
You just paid for the bolts and nuts that we just got. Yes. We got a few little items. The brackets and stuff for that. We're going to use a 1/2-inch piece of plywood, and we're going to use. What are we using for the 2x4s?
Yeah, stop.
2x4s. We're going to build posts and build a bed that way. The reason we're not going to end up using the PVC pipe is that I like the roundness of it, and I wanted to do that, but when we sat and really thought about it, getting the storage space in and out, stuff like that, it's going to take up more space than the wood. So we're going to end up just making like bed posts. What do you call them?
Leg posts.
Leg posts, yeah. So we're going to do that. I did get the 2 seats in the middle
They're out.
and it still has the cover on the stone go area. So we're not going to have to worry about putting posts into the stone go area where the seats were, because those the cover will take care of that. So basically, the back end, we're going to end up taking the 2 seats in the very, very back. No, I really appreciate it. I loved the idea, and
it was really going to cost us a little bit more because we buy
when we
we
went out to get some of the equipment yesterday, and we ended up finding out it was actually going to cost us a little more money to do the PVC than it would just to do the wood. And weight wise, I don't know if it's really going to matter that much. So
no, because we still have to have the 3/4 inch plywood or
yeah.
inch plywood.
So yeah. So what are we getting? What was the plywood? Was it an inch or?
I think it was an inch.
Might be an inch. Anyway.
We just decided it was a little bit sturdier for us because I'm not a little lady. Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And we figure once we get out on the road. Yeah, once we get out on the road, everything will get adjusted. That's what she says.
Well, like I said, Andy, I'm not a little woman, and we're worried about stability, and I don't want to be, in the mountains of Montana, and our bed breaks on us, and we're not in a position right at that moment where we can fix it. So what are we going to do? So we want to make sure that we are stable.
The very back end is going to be we're going to put some metal shelving unit in there. I saw a video from somebody on YouTube that lives in their vans, and it looked pretty good to them.
It might be 3/4. I was thinking it was an inch. I don't.
That's right.
We were looking at so many freaking.
So
that's crazy.
So
we have the one pick that we know we're getting that we feel comfortable with. I honestly can't remember if it's 3/4 or 1 inch.
I think it was an inch. It may be 3/4. I think it's an inch. But regardless, we've got it picked out, and
yep, exactly, Andy.
When
Andy got it.
when we get back this weekend, whatever we've got left, we're going to put into getting that started. So we'll get to actually pull those back seats out. I did a video. Well, so far I've done like 3 videos on the
just
fan,
water, by the way.
And none of them has come up yet, but they will be soon. So let's see.
Andy, you're cracking me up.
So I've got several of them coming up. We're doing it type thing where we got out there and we did measurements and all this kind of stuff. Got that video coming up. I was messing around with a shower setup on the side of the van. Also have set up where we're going to do it from the back where the hatch is. The hatch will come up, and we'll do a shower back there as well. I haven't done a video on that yet, but we will. And then took the seats out, and I did a video on that. And when we start actually building the frame and stuff in there, we're going to video that. We're going to video the whole process. So we're going to have a little something to look back on. Yeah. And whenever we change anything significantly, we'll, of course, do videos on that. We have been looking into what we're going to do and where we're going to be. And we've come up with some really great stuff. So when we first take off, which will be in December, we're headed to the Carolinas.
Andy says, bless you.
Yes.
Thank you. Says, thank you.
We're going to be heading to the Carolinas. I don't know how long we're going to be there, but we're going to end up in San Francisco before the end of the month of December because we're going to be there for her birthday. And there is a dinosaur national park in Colorado and Utah the dinosaurs are actually still in the ground, and you can go out there and see them undug.
Yeah.
So we're going to go see that. That's going to be fantastic. I do think that we're not going to do a lot heading out west the first time because we've only got till the end of the month to get to San Francisco, and we got to worry about money because we were only going to have X amount of money. So we want to make sure we have that for when we get to San Francisco. Old folks home. Yeah.
It's funny.
So it looked pretty cool when we saw it.
Yeah.
We pulled it up on the computer and looked at it, and it looked really interesting. I want to go to Devil's Tower because I want to climb up on Devil's Tower, hoping the aliens will come and get me and take me home. So that's one place. We want to go to the Four Corners. I want
You want to go?
I want to go to the Four Corners. Mount Rushmore, Grand Canyon. Oh, just anything and everything, really.
But we're not in any hurry.
Yeah, but we're not in a hurry doing it all. So
I think that's going to be our hard part. Is not be. Let's go here. Let's go here.
well,
That's what
yeah.
everybody says.
Well, the thing is
newbies and beginners are always like, "Oh, let's go to this. Let's go to this," and we don't have to be that way.
we're only going to have X amount of money
Yeah.
to do stuff with.
We are going to buy a national parks pass.
Yes, we're going to get a national parks
So-
pass. And who was that told us? The military?
There was somebody on here. Was it Michelle? Was it you?
It might have been Michelle.
Michelle, I'm thinking it was you.
Said something about
Her brother-in-law
veterans.
or their
Veterans
brother?
get a discount on those national parks.
It does say on the site that if you're still enlisted, yeah, Andy, yeah, we do. Veterans do get a few, special treatments here and there.
We get a little bit of a perk every once in a while in certain
But
places.
anyway, it did say on the site that if you're still enlisted, you get a free one. But he's not enlisted right now, so.
Yeah, I've been out of the Army for a while now, so.
But yeah, I gotta call them and check on that and see how much that's actually gonna be.
Either way, whatever the discount is, it's better than what it would have been. Yeah, on a little bit.
Well, I don't know. She said it was a pretty good discount. And honestly,
Well, I think he was saying when I said I've been out of the Army.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit, all right.
That's my bad.
Yeah, I got out of the Army in 1995. Yeah, that's been a long time ago.
Sorry, guys.
Been a long time ago. So.
I'm so sleepy. I'm not gonna make it through AGT tonight.
Yeah. Violet's sitting here wanting some loving. Come on up. There you go. Was referring to what the vets get in the way of discounts. Okay, I don't know of any such thing over here for our vets.
Really?
Oh, okay.
That's horrible.
I think, I mean, I understand that we're all volunteers. So to be totally honest, I mean, in one respect, I can see people saying, well, you volunteered, don't expect anything afterwards. I understand that, and I don't have any disagreements with that.
I do.
But even though we volunteered, I mean, we literally volunteered to die if necessary. And I don't know about everybody, but I know the people I was around took that very freaking seriously. And we all would have easily laid our lives down if necessary for this country. So, I mean, if people want to do really cool stuff for vets, like give us discounts on entrances to parks and things of that nature, I think it's fantastic. I think it's great. Yeah, there's a alligator park in Florida.
Oh, Gatorland.
Gatorland, yeah, and they let vets in for free.
I love Gatorland.
So yeah, I sat on the pavement and had some chicken burgers with a homeless one-legged vet. Okay, people looked at us like dog crap on the pavement.
Yeah, they do. It's horrible.
Yes, and you get the same thing here. Now, I'll be honest, I'm a little jaded, and I don't really have a verbally, I don't have a heart. I mean, I'll tell you, I don't care about people, but in truth, I help out everybody I possibly can whenever I can. He asked if we weren't embarrassed
Yeah.
to be with him, and just pointed at, yeah. Well, you know what? That's their problem, to be totally honest. That, you know, that's on them. And yeah, I have a lot of respect for anybody that served in the military, not just combative arms, but anybody.
Yeah.
So yeah, Michael and Jalinda are here. They're sitting over that way. So if anybody has any questions for them, feel free to jump in.
I know what the first question's gonna be.
Hey,
When are you gonna start your channel?
that is CRP will ask you that.
Yeah, where's CRP at? Where you at, CRP?
Yeah, you got clay axe or something I could steal.
No, but I got one I'll give you.
Dude, you sound awful.
I can't breathe.
These are awesome because they have lotion in them.
They're gross.
They have the lotion. Don't get up there, be moved.
I think they feel slimy.
Alrighty. Oh.
That's how it feels to me. It feels slimy.
It's a little moist.
What's it like having crazy parents? Oh, are you talking to Michael and Jalinda, or are you talking to us?
You said ask us the question.
Okay, so Michael, what's it like having crazy parents?
I don't know what it's like to have crazy parents.
He said he doesn't know. He doesn't know what it's like not to have them.
That's a good answer. I'm sticking to that.
And Jalinda's saying the same thing. So they're,
Hi,
hey,
Kim.
hey, how you doing? Yeah, so Michael and Jalinda both say that they don't really have any experience without crazy parents, so they don't know. Hey, Sty, thank you. Love the chicken burgers. We had fun with that. Honestly, it was great. And we got a lot of great ideas on what to do with it the next time. And we're definitely going to do that.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I want to add cheese. I think adding some cheese would be really good.
I just think piling them with a bunch of good stuff. The onions, the peppers, everybody had some great ideas. Great idea. The gravy, a lot of people were talking about gravy. That would have been, yes, absolutely.
Kim says hi.
Kim says hi.
Hi.
I don't know what they're doing back there.
Stybert.
I like these.
Oh my god, this cat hurt a lot.
Alrighty, so yeah, this weekend, this Saturday, I actually had to cancel Aikido class this Saturday. This coming Saturday, because Michelle and I are going up to Tippecanoe State Park, and I'm going to meet.
Your mouse thing is, and I can't read half.
I'm going to meet a guy who does a YouTube channel called Survival Aikido. Ooh, I think it's called Survival Aikido.
Mushroom, onion.
And anyway, he lives in Kentucky, but he's going to be up in Tippecanoe State Park, which is only like a mile away from here. This weekend. I'm sorry, an hour. I'm sorry, an hour. I apologize. He's going to be an hour away.
What you been drinking? I don't know, but give me some.
So, there you go, Andy.
Thank you, Andy. Yes, guys.
Andy's pushing the lights. Pushing the lights.
Smash the like button.
Yeah. So I'm going to go up there and train some Aikido with him up in the woods. And so I'll be doing some videos. Hopefully I'll get some videos for like the actual bushcrafting and things of that nature. But I'll definitely video our training.
I like
Now-
the way Andy said that for our hosts.
Yes.
That's so cool, Andy.
So whether or not I post, I probably won't post a lot of the Aikido training. Sty, thank you very much. Thank you. That wasn't enough for a chicken burger. Awesome, awesome.
That's fantastic, Sty.
Thank you.
you.
Sty North, guys, and I'm pretty sure everybody knows Sty, but if you don't know Sty, make sure you get over there. And Andy.
And Andy, yeah.
Andy K. You guys need to go over and check the channels out.
Kim's got some, Cherry Berry's got some stuff up on hers. It's pretty
Cherry
cool, too.
Berry, Danny Schwab.
His hair
Go
purple.
check his channel out.
Yeah.
Anybody up here commenting, just go over to those little 3 dots there beside their name and go to their channel and check them out. And I'm sure you'll find something that you'll like from somebody around here. What?
That's your son. I don't know what they're doing.
Michael
over
and
there.
Jelinda's got something going
I'm
on
not
over there.
doing anything. I'm first, and I don't want to.
Michelle, this is what I was going to make for you. I was going to crochet a Mickey bag. A Mickey head with no eyes, just ears and pants. I couldn't get it together right. I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. That's okay. No
It's-
worries, love.
It's the thought that counts.
That's right.
I want to give her $1 million in a castle, but I can't afford it. So I'm just going to say it's the thought that counts, dear.
You know, when we first met, he wanted to get me a ring, but he had no money, like no money. And he was helping his brother-in-law do plumbing. And they cut a little piece of PVC, and it looked like a ring, like it was really small. And he put little red dots on it and called it a ruby ring. I actually had it up until 5 years ago. And when we were in the process of moving from our old trailer into this trailer, somebody stole my jewelry boxes from out of the old trailer. And that was in there. That was one of the things that was in there, along with my original wedding rings, which really pissed me off, even though he hated them.
Man.
But
Mushroom and onion gravy. That sounds good.
I
Yes.
don't know. I might be willing to try it as long as it's not just mushroom.
So you guys making that?
Hi, Madeline.
Hey, Madeline. You guys making that mushroom and gravy from actual mushrooms and onions, or is it a packet like a dried packet? You just add
Seasoning packet,
yeah,
just add
seasoning
water
packet.
to whatever.
We are doing well.
I showed Hubby your baby girl. He said she's adorable.
That Cherry says I tried for 2 months straight. Oh yeah.
Dude, I can't crochet a straight line, a curved line, a crooked line. Like it's whopper jar, catty whopper. It's crazy.
Oh, in a pack. Absolutely. I like the country gravy. I like the white country gravy better than I do the brown gravy when I put it on stuff. Mainly
Graviest.
the graviest.
This is what
You're
my
a graviest.
face looks like.
I'm the graviest.
Instead of a racist, you're a graviest.
Oh, I'm a
That's what my face
graviest.
looks like.
Oh, good job.
That's
Yeah,
what my face-
well-
my face looks like.
generally.
Yeah, I like the country gravy or breakfast gravy or what are the sausage gravy type stuff better than I do brown gravy. Andy says he makes his from mushrooms, although they're somewhat seasonal around here. Usually put them on cheese and toast or in a was it bologna?
Bolognese.
Oh, bolognese.
A bolognese.
Bolognese,
Oh, he's getting all fancy.
Yeah,
Andy's getting
A
fancy.
bolognese. Oh no. Ah,
Oh, that's
dude. That's some not nice people around down there.
In Tennessee?
yeah.
Don't
She's
talk about my
in.
Tennessee like that.
She,
Well, maybe where she lives, not where I would go. Don't talk about my Tennessee.
don't talk about her Tennessee.
No, he can
She's
get back to
getting-
you're talking about my business.
Jolinda's over there getting
This is my woman. This is my
oh
house.
biscuits and sausage gravy. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I knows what that's like.
Michael used to actually make buttermilk biscuits from scratch. He did it so often that we didn't even have to pull up the recipe hardly.
Andy's accusing me of getting pretty fancy too. I don't know about that.
No.
That Danny says he likes the country white, add hamburger sausage. Oh yeah, shit on the shingles.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you guys have what's that Budig, that meat, the little meat packets, Buddig. It's just little shredded meat.
Oh yeah, the little.
Mom used to use that to make chipped beef gravy. And she'd just chop up those little pieces.
She said people in Tennessee are crooked as a curvy road.
Tim said people in Tennessee are crooked as a curvy road.
Don't talk about my Tennessee like that.
She said, don't
She's like, don't talk
Tennessee.
about my Tennessee like that.
But yeah, mom would do that when she was like really tired after working.
I remember that.
I
Yeah.
love my mom, but she was a control freak. I shouldn't say was. Is a control freak. And
It was kind of like a dried salted beef.
Yes.
Yes. I remember that.
And if she was like super tired one night, she would make that for supper because she didn't trust that I could make anything for supper.
Well, yeah, Danny, I was from the Army, and my dad was a Marine, and yeah, we know about shit on the shingles.
Tennessee, patron state of shooting stuff.
That's patron state of shooting stuff. That's right. You know what? And as a matter of fact, that's most places in the United States, except for maybe New York. Well, New York's even in California, yeah. Although they're not.
Is the place you ought to be.
California and New York are the places where they claim guns aren't important and all that, but that's where all the shootings are.
Swimming pools.
Chipped beef with white gravy. Shit on the shingles. Yep. And patron state is shooting people. New York. There you go.
Actually, you know what? Indianapolis beats New York in shootings last year.
Really?
Yep.
I don't go to Indianapolis. I don't like going there.
Yeah, we don't like Indianapolis.
We did last year.
I don't care for Indianapolis. It's too big. It's too just dirty, nasty, and there's too much crime and too much crap. To be totally honest, any big city, I think, is like that. You get any big city in the United States, at least from what I've seen, and
Indy's not even a big city.
Well, it is for Indiana.
Yeah, but it's not for the freaking country.
Yeah.
For them to beat New York City in shootings last year.
Indianapolis isn't even the largest city in this state. I think it's second or third. Yeah. And it's our capital. Jalinda Pennycuff says, hi.
Ow, my thumb.
Go away. I think that's
story time. All right, I gotta get started. You guys ready?
Kim says she's getting buffered.
Oh no.
What? Andy? What was that, Michelle? My thong?
No, story. Oh, my thumb. He hurt my thumb.
Oh.
What? Is our connection bad all of a sudden?
So
apparently he heard thong.
Well, Andy's
mind is always on the thong.
Andy probably hears thong no matter what you say.
Okay, so story time.
It says Danny's doing it too, so it looks like everybody's getting a little bit.
Are we getting shanked on our end, man?
Yeah. An inconvenient buffering. Yeah. All right, well.
Hold on here. Let me go off of mine. See if that helps.
All right, Angie's here.
Maybe we got one too many people on it right now.
Yeah, Angie says connection's not very good either.
Oh no.
And she's close to us, so.
Definitely is.
Yeah.
Make me pedal a little faster.
Hey guys, see if that's got a little bit better. We turned off a couple of our devices.
Oh yeah. Stye's blaming Andy. He's an old buffer anyway.
All right, so I'm going to try to do story time, and hopefully y'all catch it.
Story time.
So we were talking about Chicago peoples.
Chicago.
We used to live in our trailer court. We used to live on the back street, and there was a trailer. We were halfway down the street. Now, most of the lots were empty, and now like all our trailers, the only one back there now, but. At the very end, there was this trailer that kept getting new people in it all the time. And the way our trailer sat and the way our windows were, I could see the comings and goings of this trailer all day long. I quickly figured out what was going on in that trailer, and basically it was a bunch of drug deals going down. And I realized that all of the cars that were coming up that were staying for, short amounts of times were from Illinois, aka Chicago. So I started going out on my deck with my camera, yelling at them. I've got your picture, I've got your plates, I've got your car, I've got what you've got in your hand. Go ahead, keep coming, but I'm turning this all into the drug task force tonight. Within 2 weeks, they were cleared out. Now, within a month, another group was back in there, and I was doing the same thing again. But it only happened twice. And by the end of that second group, they didn't keep coming back. They left. Right?
Right.
Chased them away.
Chased them away.
Get out of my hood, punks.
Well, I haven't had any real better stories about people from Chicago from my job.
Yeah.
I used to chase shoplifters around for a living. That's basically what I did for a living. And anytime we caught somebody from Illinois here, usually it was from Chicago, and it never ended well.
Is the buffering better, you guys?
So yeah, has the buffering gotten better?
Please let us know.
Question.
I'm curious.
Plus,
so
they've been building a lot of low-income housing. He says they're saying it's better.
Okay.
So that's what it was.
I think we had too many people on our Wi-Fi.
So
Kind of sucks.
they're building a lot more low-income housing stuff around here in our town, but they're shipping people in from Chicago.
Yeah, they're filling these low-income housing. Not even with Indiana. Well, yeah, not even with Indiana people, but with Chicago people.
Yeah, so they're actually advertising in Chicago about people coming here for the low housing.
Yeah, they get like a bonus to come here. Like
so, yeah, our town.
The city gets a bonus. Chicago pays the city of Kokomo, and the people that are coming.
Violet, stop it.
Yes.
So basically, our town is paying people to come here and live in low housing.
I just sound so Andy.
Yeah, low income housing. So they're paying poorer people to move here and live off of welfare. Violet, stop it or I'll shut the door.
No, because the moves are like.
Where do I sign up?
Right?
I hear you.
The stinky thing is, this all started about 3 years ago. Now, we already had a meth problem here. Howard County, Kokomo, as much as our mayor didn't want to admit Kokomo's drug issues, another story time altogether. Kokomo's got a pretty bad drug issue. And then as soon as they brought in the Chicago people,
it got worse.
Our drug issue went like skyrocket bad overnight. And in 3 years, we've more than tripled our drug-related 911 calls in 3 years. Like, that's insane.
Well, the same thing happened when Katrina hit Louisiana.
Oh my gosh!
They were shipping people from Louisiana here, giving them a free year's rent in a lot of places to give them a place to live, which I'm fine with that. But the problem is,
we don't mind.
The problem is the people that were coming here were causing trouble.
Oh my gosh.
And it made our neighborhood a whole heck of a lot worse for a long time. And it was all from the people from Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get it. Yeah, you know what? The amount of just crazy stuff they put in that. Why would you physically put that in your body on purpose?
I've never understood the people that
it doesn't make sense.
Try it for the first time. Like, what are you thinking when you're looking at a needle or a spoon or whatever you're doing it with, a poison, and what are you thinking to say, let me put that in my body? Because I've seen what it does to people. Oh, yes, let me just shoot that right in, buddy.
Yep, Sty, exactly. We got the same problem here for the most part. Absolutely. They've got people, they ship people into drug clinics and just drop them off in town and leave them.
I think I did that you were talking about earlier.
Again, I don't want to sound like a heartless, cruel bastard. Maybe I am, I don't know. But
like, wait, you're not.
It's just it causes problems. And to be totally honest, and this is just my point of view, and I could be completely wrong, but most of the people that cause the issues don't want to change. They don't need to change because the government is allowing them to continue that way and actually encouraging them to stay that way.
I admit it's an addiction. I admit now I will never say it's a disease. A disease is something that you unwillingly get and have to fight to survive. You don't unwillingly get drug addicted. Sorry, no, not a disease. That's another argument altogether.
Not unless someone physically holds you down and forces it on you.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I think honestly, and this is just me.
This life won't really cray.
But I think this country has seriously pussified our society horribly. It's made us weak, and it's made us give excuses of why things are bad, and it's never our fault. It's always somebody else's fault. That's right. Every one of them made a choice. That's right. No, I agree with you, Sty. No matter what, it comes down to somewhere in their life they chose to put themselves in that position.
Well, we might have to get some stuff that goes up to where you can't see you.
Yeah, Kim, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money.
And that's another thing. I mean, they charge these families, even when the person decides that they want to turn it around for themselves, they charge these people and these families so much money, it's ridiculous, because insurance companies won't cover any of it.
I had a cousin that was addicted.
And there's another scam.
I had a cousin that was addicted to, I don't know what, but he was addicted to all kinds of drugs. They gave him some kind of drug to get off of it, but that drug is addictive as well. He ended up killing himself by taking the so-called antidote drug, and it killed him.
Is there anything that we can get that will like?
I think all drugs should be legal. It's not my place to tell somebody they can or can't do a drug. I don't care. Meth, marijuana, crack, cocaine, I don't care what the drug is. I think everybody should have the right to kill themselves in any way they see necessary, as long as it doesn't interfere with me or mine. If you want to go off and do meth and kill yourself, more power to you. None of my business. Go for it. Just don't involve me. That's all I got to say. I think it all should be legal. Let them do it. You know, eventually it would clear the population of people that are going to do them.
Michael's wheezing the juice.
Michael's back there wheezing the juice.
True, Angie. It's not a good. There's no easy solution to it. My issue is, you have the disease of addiction. Let me pay you $600 a month to sit on your butt and just do it every day.
Yeah.
And that, yeah. We need to change the topic because, oh my gosh.
Michelle wants to change the topic because it's going to drive her nuts. So let's change the topic, everybody. No more. Andy says he can't argue with that.
Yeah.
It says they can do what they want, just don't let involve. Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. I'm a free bird. I'm a huge libertarian when it comes to choices, life choices. It is not my place, nor is it anybody else's place on this planet.
Goodness.
Rainbow people.
Well,
I don't mind rainbow people.
Yeah, we don't care. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm mad that they took the rainbow from me.
I don't mind rainbow people. They can live their life any way they want.
I made some friends of ours mad.
Shut up, Andy.
All right, listen. I made some friends of ours mad because I made a statement on my Facebook that they didn't like. Now,
boys play nice.
Right? The statement was
down, B.
that I don't understand this. the Gay Pride Month thing. Before you jump my crap, let me explain. I understand wanting equality. I understand that when somebody else tells you that's not your spouse because I don't believe in the relationship that you have because of my religion, I don't believe in that. That's not your place to tell somebody else how to live their life because of your beliefs. I'm with Richard on this one. You live your life, I'll live my life. Let whatever powers that be sort it out in the end. Not my job. My point is, and the reason stop. The reason I get upset with it is just like I do any other Pride Month. So don't slam my husband. This is me talking, not him. Don't leave that part there. If you don't want to be separated or have the differences that you're pointed out, stop pointing them out. Stop making them a big deal or a caveat, or stop making them the separation. Stop creating the separation. Stop creating the what's that called? Segregation. All of that.
Pride Month, Black Month.
Basically, what it is
annoying to me.
There are certain groups of people, and I could name them, but I probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm trying not to. It's really, really hard.
That want to express that they're part of that group.
But they want equal treatment.
Yet they want equal treatment, but they want to be treated special.
But then they're the first ones to point out the difference.
They want to be treated special because they're different.
If you want to be treated equal, then stop pointing out the differences and treat everybody the same. I love everybody based on that person. Now, you can ask others that know me. You step on me one too many times. You punk me off one too many times. You show one too many times that I can't trust you to be a good person. I'll turn my back on you in a heartbeat. I have done it to family. I have done it to friends.
That's right, Andy.
Yes.
I'm not a racist. I'm not a bigot. I'm not any of that. I dislike everybody equally.
I dislike everybody equally.
That's what I said. I dislike everybody equally.
I thought you said just like everybody.
No, I dislike everybody equally. Yep. No favoritism.
I mean,
that's right.
Jalinda will tell you she's seen me do it.
That's right, Sty. If they want to be equal, shut up and just go do your life.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Jalinda's like, what'd I do? I know. I was like,
you know what? Honestly, Kim. Oh, I like you, Angie. You're special. You're different than everybody else. I like you.
She was scared for a second. I didn't like it.
We love you. Yeah.
Honestly, this country went to crap in the 20s and 30s. Honestly. 20s and 30s, we lost our freedoms. We lost America. It hasn't been a free country since the 20s and 30s when they sold us into slavery through that crap. Yeah, well, men, women, and somewhere in between.
I was gonna say.
I don't care what you call yourself. I mean, literally, to be totally honest, you were either born a guy or you were born a girl. I don't care what kind of operation you have. I don't care what your mentality, what you want to be called. If you were born a guy, you're a guy, plain and simple. Now, if you want me to call you a girl because it makes you feel better, well, if I'm in a good mood, I'll do that. It doesn't bother me a bit. But don't expect me to do that. Yeah, well, yeah. Anyway, I'll keep quiet. I need to shut up or I'm going to go on a rant.
Well, and I don't know what YouTube's going to do to us when they...
I don't care what I don't give a what they do.
I do. If I'm not to grow your channel.
If I'm not allowed to have my opinion and express and that's another thing that's wrong with this country nowadays.
Oh my gosh.
And
you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, you hurt my feelings. Boo-hoo, boo-hoo. See, the problem is
you can't say the color purple is pretty anymore because I think it's not.
The thing is it's okay for people to hurt the feelings of a libertarian or a Republican, but if you try to hurt the feelings of a freaking Democrat, a liberal Democrat, then you've got problems.
You're very purple because I washed it and I used conditioner on it. I wash my hair. You can't roll your eyes at me no more. That's not brushing.
Yeah, I respect everybody.
Out it right
And if
there.
you don't want to respect me, I don't care. I'll be honest. I don't care whether people like me or don't like me. The only person I really care whether they like me or not is sitting right there.
What, huh?
Her opinion is
I was picking on them. What's
yeah.
them?
Her opinion is the only one that matters to me. Honestly, truly.
Aww.
I would like other people to like me.
I like you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you.
I would like people to like me, but if they don't, I'm not going to lose any sleep over
Yeah.
Kim, let her rip. Can't see you on there now.
it. Hey, Andy, I don't mind.
What?
Yeah, they're fun people to hang out with, dude.
What? Oh.
And limp-wristed,
Did I
leather-clad,
do
tail-gunting, donut-punching peeps.
Oh, I want to.
They're fun.
Donuts sound good.
Donuts sound good.
Oh my
she said.
gosh! Can we go get donuts?
Kim says she adores us and the whole family.
Mwah. Thank you, Miss Kim. Angelina, I even love you. Well,
That's great. That's great.
Please don't.
Yeah, I try to be a I try to be a hard ass.
If he tries to be, and then he helps an old lady out of a chair, it's hilarious.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. But I try to be nice to everybody. Because I get along with everybody.
Not everybody.
Now, I get along with everybody. It's whether they get along with me or not. That's the problem.
Whoa, look at that plane. Oh,
Did
did you see it?
Getting triggered has a whole different meaning for me.
Yeah.
I own things.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Oh, dude. Yeah.
Andy says he has great fun in a gay bar. Usually gets beat up. But he has great fun up to then. Yeah, leading up to that.
Goodness. You're so funny.
I tell you what, I had a couple friends growing up, and in my teens and my 20s, I had a couple friends that I hung out with consistently, and they were gay, and they took me to gay bars a couple times, and it was fun. I even had a lesbian.
That attracts gay people, like.
And they always tried to hook.
Yeah, they always try to hook up with him. It's funny.
I even had a female friend who was a lesbian, and she would take me to.
I don't think she was as lesbian as you think she was, but that's another story.
Well, she would take me to the lesbian bar because she said having a straight guy with her helped her pick up lesbians.
Because they were all attracted to him, and then they found out he's not.
So I would go to the bar with her, and then somehow I would attract the girls, and then they would go home with her. So I don't know how that worked, but she seemed to.
You know, you pointed her, and you pointed at me.
I went like this.
Not me.
No, it's not her.
Not me. No, I have a one-way door.
Hey, Angie says, yeah, yep. Her trigger is followed by a loud bang.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Y'all should see my chin. It hurts.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh my goodness. This is not what we thought we were going to talk about tonight, but okay.
Well, we got started talking about the van and everything, and
how did we even get on this?
I don't know. I don't have a slightest clue.
I don't know.
But I don't mind it. Andy says he's a lesbian trapped in a man's body. Yep. I was watching a couple of lesbian films and realized there was nothing happening in it that wouldn't be that he wouldn't be doing.
Hey, I got
Let's chat about the van.
Kim says let's chat about the van. I agree.
I got something on my
Jolinda's got something on her mind.
Okay. So it dinged, and I had a light bulb go off the other day, and everybody's trying to get lit. Everybody is trying to get rid of plastic straws, yet they still have plastic cups. Why?
Actually, Disney doesn't have plastic cups.
No, I'm not talking about Disney.
But I'm just
Starbucks, they got rid of their plastic straws.
Plastic
yet they're
what?
still giving out plastic cups.
plastic cups.
So Jolinda says that everybody's having this fit about these plastic straws, yet they're still using plastic cups. So what's that all about?
So let me
paper straws suck.
Let me clue Jolinda Lou in. And then we'll talk about why we steered away from reusable straws in the first place back in the 50s. So I'll get on a history lesson.
She'll get on a history lesson.
So the reason everybody's having a fit about plastic straws is people are not handling their trash appropriately, and all of this debris is ending up in the oceans. All of, especially straws, for some reason, are being ingested by sea turtles and other sea mammals. Not so much fish, but the mammals. So everybody, California, started having this shenanigan fit about it, and now all of a sudden plastic straws are nay, don't do plastic straws. Now, let's do a history lesson on not necessarily just reusable straws, but any tubing that was used a lot in the 50s and previously to the 50s. The reason we started doing disposable straws was because people could not properly clean reusable tubes and straws, and it was getting filled with mold and other bacteria, and people were coming down with diseases and dying because of because of these reusable items. So since we are idiots and we delete our history instead of remembering our history,
people like to try to delete it.
Now we're going back to reusable straws, and so pretty soon you'll see an uptick in people getting staph infections, MRSA, all kinds of. There's a third one. I can't remember it, you guys. I'm sorry.
Natural selection.
Yeah.
Jaden has the answer to it all. Natural selection.
Yeah. Andy says just wait for the next quake. California will get it.
Oh, I hope.
Kim wants to know why don't we just use the old hose and the out in the yard type thing.
Okay, here's one. Here's a story for you guys. Story time.
Story time.
So I was watching a video yesterday or day before. Where was she?
She's sitting on the freezer. Not where she was earlier. Not where she was earlier.
So we've been on a hunt.
That sounds pretty good, Danny.
We've been on a hunt for Jaden's cat for like 3 days.
Yeah, that cat's been gone for 3 days. We didn't know where it was.
She's been somewhere in the house. Poor Margot. She hates us. Okay, so story time.
Oh, Andy, boy, you just have to find a way to get into that at some point, don't you?
No, I don't have any.
Oh!
Dude, you're hilarious.
Oh, yep. That cabinet. I forgot that was.
That's a good idea, Danny. Keep those. He's got a collapsible aluminum straw that he keeps in his pocket.
Danny, have to clean it.
Yeah.
It's still the same issue. It's still reusable.
It comes with a cleaner.
I see that.
That sounds cool.
Be a bitch, girl.
Stop. I don't even know what that is yet, so stop.
It's the new.
I don't care.
Okay, no, I can explain it.
Okay, wait. I'm not done my story yet.
She's still on her story.
I'm trying to be. So I'm watching this video the other day.
Oh my god, he is a Visco girl! I knew it!
Okay,
Jaden's running through the house, and Linda and him are having.
The chaos over here is overwhelming right now.
I knew it!
Okay. Yeah. So I'm watching this video the other day, and this woman said that she was giving tips on getting free water to fill up your tanks in your RV and stuff. Linda, chill. And she was saying how I gotta figure out what they're even talking about.
Let's go, girl.
Oh, we're having a grand time tonight, guys.
Woo, what did you put in her bottle?
Last time I got this reaction, I only grabbed one thing. I almost didn't have a joke, and I just like,
Andy's coming to our place.
No, that's not funny.
that reaction to laughing profusely.
It's okay. So she's at this gas station in the middle of I don't know where.
My throat hurts now.
And she asked the guy if she could use his spigot out back to fill up her water tank.
Oh, yeah.
And he says, well, it's well water, but as long as you're not trying to drink it, I guess it's okay. Did y'all catch that sentence?
It's water.
It's well water,
So as long as you're not trying to drink it, I guess it's okay. I nearly flipped my crap. Like, seriously, could not type fast enough in my phone to email her and say, darling, did you even understand the sentence that you said? It is from a well. Our earth has a natural siphoning system that cleans our water for us. It's not a well next to a, what's that, processing station for, the poopy water. It's a well in the back of this field. It's the cleanest water you're going to get.
Ever.
She wouldn't drink it. She only used it for flushing her toilet and doing dishes and showering.
She didn't realize.
It was well water.
She didn't realize
Well
that.
water. That is how
Yeah.
twisted our government has gotten us. Well, some of us.
She thought the
So
only
this
water
girl,
that was drinkable was from city water. She didn't understand that they get their water from wells and then they process it. The problem is all the processing
Your son.
is what makes it bad.
Oh my God! And they do. I told you earlier that it's the new generation and they're all fucking nuts.
So, in all your videos, when you're going, it doesn't make you this.
Yeah, which came out of the well in the first place. Yeah. She didn't realize you could drink well water.
I don't have a hydro.
She didn't realize her whole life that's what she's been drinking.
I'm not a disco girl. Your son is though. Yeah. Yeah, Kim. Yeah. Danny, it should have been funny, but it honestly made me mad. Yes, I know what a scrunchie is. I have scrunchies. He's a disco girl. It's
And I drink out of water bottles.
No, it's a specific type of water bottle.
What's a hydro flask?
Those things that I'm showing you at Target.
Danny
It's a
says
water
he
bottle.
misses well water. Danny says he misses well water. He used to
Oh,
go
I
to a
know.
place in Alabama where you could go fill it up.
What
Dude,
generation is it?
My grandparents
Gen
had,
Z. They're
Oh.
stupid.
my grandparents used to have land up in Michigan. You talk about the best water. Oh my gosh.
Hang on, I'll show you a video.
My grandma had
I
a
don't wanna
pump
see
in
it
her
right now.
backyard that led right down to a well.
Oh, so good.
It was in
So
her
cold.
backyard.
It came out like ice water. It was so cold. Oh, I miss that water. We've got to get some Michigan water when we do our travels.
So they won't drink out of a well, but they will out of a spring.
They're not very smart now, are they?
There's no real difference there.
No, there is actually. The spring hasn't been filtered yet.
Yeah, the spring is.
The spring is straight out of the, fell from the sky, fell either as rain or snow, went to the spring. The spring is the one that takes it to the underground well where it's filtered.
Yeah, they're.
People are stupid anymore, and our governments have brainwashed everybody into this stupidity.
Yeah, well, the problem is that living the way we do for as long as we have,
Well, clearly not me, because I've about had a coronary.
most people don't have the sense to survive without the government control that's in place.
Yeah, Danny, the best. This was up in Baldwin, Michigan. Oh my gosh.
Honey, how do
That's
you
We have
why-
to go find my grandparents' land.
Okay.
how
That's
do
why
you-
I think people like Sty and myself and everybody else who's really into outdoors and survival, I think that we kind of have a one up on what I'll call normal people because
I call them the brainwash. Woo!
we are able to survive out there very simply, as whereas most people don't understand the most simple ways of surviving out there. Oh, they do that already,
Yeah,
Andy.
They're trying to already.
I mean, that's just how this country, well, not just country, but this planet is run. The common sense thing, if it's so, common sense isn't very common, not anymore.
It kills me because they put all of this stuff in our water, makes the water healthy for us. Puts fluoride in there and puts
Yeah, people aren't smart.
whatever in there. Well, then they say, no, buy those filters to filter out everything that's been put into your water.
I
Make
see.
up your mind.
I see it this way. I
There's an app. There was an app. I swear I'm not swiping at the sun.
I talked about the evolution.
Yes.
I talked about the evolution of the dog from the wolf. And I see that as in human beings as well. All dogs,
Oh,
all dogs used to be wolves, free and wild.
no. I don't blame you there, Kim.
And what happened was some of the wolves came into camps and started living with the humans, and they found out that they got free food, they got free shelter, they got security. But when they got that security, they had to give up their freedoms to get that security. So the wolf, or at least particular groups of wolves, decided to give up their freedom so they would have that security. Well, those are the wolves that ended up becoming our dogs. And look at how dogs are now. They're completely compliant to human beings and subservient to us in pretty much every aspect possible. Human beings are the same way. Human beings are the wolves, and the government are the people in that respect. So most of the humans are accepting the government's rule and giving up freedoms so that they can have that security.
The stupidest statement I ever heard somebody say at a rally or something I saw it on TV as a quick clip of a fool in the crowd. Well, we've got to trust our government. They know what's best for us.
Whatever.
No, they don't know what's best for me. I can decide what's best for me.
You know what? Nobody knows what's best for me except for me.
And your wife.
Well, and my wife, of course.
And Jaden and my wife and your wife.
But I see an extreme similarity between the ancient wolves that became our dogs and the human beings in government. It's the same things happening. Same thing.
Sheep.
Oh, most people are sheep now.
Wah, wah.
As a matter of fact, there's an entire religion set out there that call themselves sheep.
Bring it up.
Nope.
Do it.
Nope. Yeah, Kim, we don't trust them either. Woo! I almost falled it over. I'm a klutz.
You want to touch Chewbacca?
Chewbacca? Good Lord, girl. Chewbacca's sick. You need to take care of that shit. That's not fit Michael. Make her woman fix that. Chewbacca. She make you shower when you're shifting. Make her shave.
He don't care. It doesn't bother him.
That is the cute. Okay, they keep showing this video on TV. These two little boys running up to each other and hugging. It is so stinking cute. Van time. Okay.
Look at my chin.
Oh my gosh.
Can you see it? It's
Okay,
diseased.
they see it. That's enough. She got super duper sunburns yesterday. No, Saturday. At an air show. And now her face is like.
Oh my god.
Feeling really bad.
Look at that. Can you guys see that?
Cup of tea time first. All right, Andy. I'll wait for you to get your. I'll wait.
Look at that. Look how burnt I am.
You all right, dude? You look lost and confused. This is the living room.
All right. So what's going
That
on?
way is the kitchen. We're waiting on Andy to make his tea.
Okay.
And Kim wants to do van time because she wasn't here when we were talking van.
Okay, van time. All right. So while Andy goes and gets his tea, we
look at the wheel. Oh, fortune.
we will talk about the van real quick. So I have got the middle.
I'm with you, Sty. You're not alone, buddy.
I have got the middle seats. We have the main front seat and passenger seat. Then we have second row seating, and then we have a back seating. So we have 6 seats in the van. The middle 2 I have already taken out, and it gives us that stow and go space for
stow and go
space. The back 2 we've kept in, and we will keep in for another week or so, and then it's coming out. And we went out yesterday, I think it was. Went out yesterday and got some brackets and some screws and some stuff like that for the platform we're going to build, because we decided that we want a platform for the bed because we want that storage space. So we're going to Tippecanoe State Park Forest up about an hour away from here this weekend. And whatever money we have left from that when we get back, we will go get hey, how you doing, Mr. Mark? We're going to get the wood to start working on that frame. So we're coming along pretty good.
And just so you guys know, he sold something to get the money that we're using right now, but we sold that something with the anticipation of the super chat money that you guys have sent us. So thank you. Just so you know.
Yes.
Just so you know.
So I had to sell a couple things to get the money. Mainly, I really wanted. Well, I feel like the 2 items I sold were eventually going to be taken away from me anyway, and that's all I'll say about that. So
van time.
Yeah. So I'm using that money to do this weekend where I'm going to be training with a guy, and he's actually from Kentucky, and he has an Aikido school in Kentucky, and he's going to be up there in Tippecanoe State Park this weekend. So I'm going to meet him up there, and we're going to train, and hopefully I can do some outdoor stuff as well, and get some videos out of that. But when we get back this weekend, we're going to start building that frame. I know it's the same van we've had for several years now. We got a Town and Country. We used to have a Grand Caravan, but it finally went the way of the dodo, and then we got a Town and Country.
We miss Goldilocks.
And
I made out in that man.
yeah, we can't afford to get another one. Well, thank you much. I appreciate it. We're hoping to have a grand time, and we really want to meet all of you guys. We really, especially Andy. I want to drive to where Andy's at. We're gonna drive there and you know have a great time with Andy. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be cool if we could load the van onto a big old C-130?
That would be cool.
Andy's house.
Yeah. So yeah, we plan on traveling around. Now during the winter time, we're gonna stay out west or down south.
Violet, leave her alone.
And in the summer, in the summertime, we'll be in the north and east area. Yeah, Sty, we actually found like a memory foam type thing
$200 mattress at Walmart.
At Walmart.
Great reviews when I looked
It's
it up,
8 inches thick, and it's just basically a big old huge.
It's on my
8-inch
last day in the life video. If you want to go look at it, you'll see it in that. It's towards the end because somebody doesn't know how to follow timelines and videos. But that's
It's an 8-inch thick piece of foam, and that's what we're going to do. Now we were going to just put it down on the ground on the floor of the van, and yeah, he saw it, and leave it at that. But that takes away some storage area, and I really want the storage area, so we're going to build a platform. We originally thought about 8 inches. Now we're saying 10 inches. So we're going to have a 10-inch space under there where we can fit a few.
Watching me crawl in and out of this van ought to get really interesting here pretty soon.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. We've got a van. Everything is great. We're going to do a little bit of. We got to do a little bit of work to it, but we've had this van for a few years now.
Yeah, Andy, we want to try to drive and see you.
Yeah, we were talking about taking the van and just driving over to visit you.
Where does he live?
England.
Oh.
Actually, I said I'm gonna put it in a C-130 and then we just drive up to your house.
Andy says he's going to do a surprise visit to Sty next summer.
That one never works.
Hey, if that really happens, let us know, and maybe we can get there at the same time, and we can all meet. Sty said it'd be easier to get off the floor. Yeah, but I really want that.
But we need that storage.
Yeah, I really want that storage space.
Like, we were trying really hard to figure out how not to do it, and I mean we're gonna be living in it.
Put water wings on the van.
Water wings.
I said I could just get my 2-liter bottles and make a 2-liter bottle boat big enough for the van,
Yes, Ty.
and we could just paddle.
You are definitely on our list. Definitely on our list.
Yeah, Sty is.
Hi. What's that say?
So Steve, hey, how you doing?
Michael, what?
Yes, Sty, you're on the list. Unfortunately, you're up north, and we're leaving during the winter time, and we're avoiding the north during the winter. So it's going to have to be after winter's over.
No, why do you need a gripper? Bring it here, pussy.
So
Bring it here.
how you doing, So Steve? Everybody's cussing on my channel.
Sorry, baby.
She just called my fiance a pussy.
Hey, I said it once. I didn't say it twice.
Is,
Why is it screwed down so tight? That's unnecessary.
and he says, at least you can't hear
I've been
me.
practicing because when he's out in the woods, I gotta be able to open water. I'm not lying.
And he says, oh, you don't have to be here any sooner than June.
That's probably maybe a little early, actually. It'll be maybe a little bit after that.
I didn't hear anything you were going. We're visiting you too, Kim.
Oh, Kim! You know you're on our list. Stop it.
As a matter of fact, I'm not 100% sure about the route that we're taking to the Carolinas,
Thank you, Andy.
but we'll make sure that we cross your path there on the way to the Carolinas.
It might be a, hey, meet us at this place for supper. We've got 45 minutes, and then we got to hit the road again. Yes, I know. We know. Oh, she was telling Andy. Sorry, Kim. Like, we know. Seriously. We're not saying Kentucky anymore, I promise.
Yankees road trip.
So, Steve.
Well, actually, we don't really have a topic. We started talking about our van because I don't know if you know, but my wife and I are setting our van up as a living space, and we are going to travel around the U.S. for as long as we can and desire to do so. It started out as that was the topic, and then we kind of went nuts and crazy and started talking about a bunch of crazy stuff. Now we're kind of back to the
Yes.
yeah, we
Yes,
went
Kim, we went down
a lot of rabbit holes, and now we're kind of back at the van thing. So if you got a topic you want to talk about, feel free to throw it out there. But we're kind of talking about traveling around and visiting other people. And yeah, Kim, we're headed to North and South Carolina first, and I'm pretty sure that we can figure out how to cross your path there in Tennessee.
Well, originally I was going to say let's just go through Ohio, but when we're coming back across to hit up to the East Coast, we'll go through Ohio then. So.
Drug says, I'm really excited to see you guys start your travels. I'm too weak to live without AC. Long road tripping is something I've always wanted to do.
Well,
we're going to do it. We're going to do it, and it's going to be fantastic. We're going to have a blast, and we're taking all of you guys with us. Anybody who wants to, we're going to film the whole thing. It's going to be fantastic. Where did you live? Who are you talking about? Danny says, where did you live?
Where did you live?
We're not sure who you're talking about. I'm not sure who you're talking about. You know, even when we drive.
Maybe talking about you in North Carolina. Where did you live?
Oh, where did I live in North Carolina? I was stationed on Fort Bragg.
My dad's been there before. Fayetteville.
No, it wasn't Fayetteville. Actually, I lived in Spring Lake until I moved on post, but I was stationed on Bragg. I live in Indiana right now.
So now we're in Indiana, yeah. We're gonna head through Tennessee.
Yeah, we'll go through Tennessee so we can stop off and say hey to Kim, and we're
Maybe
gonna.
your cousin too.
Oh yeah.
If we don't see her, we'll get
Yeah.
for that one too.
No, now I'm in Indiana right now.
Wonderful, Indiana. That's about to turn freezing cold. The temperature has already changed. Like the weather's already changed. It's crazy.
Yeah, we didn't really have any. We're not really having a summer. The land of the Joneses. We're the Hoosier state.
Oh my god, she's fine. She gets up there all the time.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
You got another channel, Andy? Isn't that a channel, The Land of the Joneses?
What are you giving me?
I don't know.
Guys for?
That might be what he's referencing.
Sounds familiar. It sounds
What
familiar.
are you doing?
Hey guys, I'm if you don't mind, take a minute and smash that like button for us. It really helps them out.
Crazy.
Oh, well, once we leave North Carolina, we're going through South Carolina, and we're heading over to Texas to see a friend of mine in Texas. I was really hoping she would be on here tonight, but I know she's got a lot going on with her grandkids right now. Well, David, we kind of, whoa, dog is coughing. We kind of thought that for a minute,
If you had a text,
But- I
Would
have
be.
this horrible claustrophobic fear of stuff like that. So storage on top, over us, no. Under us would be better. I would feel better. So anyway, as we're headed to Texas, we might swing through Louisiana.
Woo! Love Louisiana.
Richard's favorite state.
Well, we do have storage up on top, and to be totally honest,
Well, I think he means he said build storage over us.
oh no, we got a right now we got a cloth storage device to go on top, and that's mainly where my survival gear and camping and stuff is
Yeah,
gonna go.
David, it would be easier to get in bed. This is going to get interesting. I'm telling you, watching me get in and out of bed for the first couple of weeks is going to be hilarious. And we will record at least one time because I do believe keeping it real.
He says, Danny says, drive down Highway 20 and we'll pass right by him. Do you have enough plugs to change all your batteries?
Sure.
Oh,
We are buying solar panels that we can set out while we're camped and stopped. We do have a what's that called, an inverter thingy?
yeah, we got a couple inverters.
We've got a couple of inverters, so while we're driving, we can have those plugged in, have devices plugged in to charge those devices.
And Andy wants to make sure we sleep out with the crickets.
Andy, you're fun.
I will.
Michelle is doing. I think I'm impressed that I'm even willing to do this.
Yeah. Okay, listen to this, guys. Okay, you guys know my wife well enough to know she doesn't like dirt. She doesn't like bugs. I can't get her in the woods. I can't even get her near trees. Yet she's going on this grand adventure where we're going to be living in a van. And she's okay with that. I don't know why she won't sleep in a tent.
I am not. Well, first of all, I hate the ground. I am not saying that.
She doesn't like the ground because it's made of dirt.
And it's hard and it's lumpy and there's bugs on it. No. And you don't know what's pee-peed and pop-pot on there. So, well, am I right though?
Yeah.
See? Germaphobe. Remember that, people. I'm a germaphobe. So, but, okay, where was I at? Well, Anyway, so, Richard.
All right, Andy, I really do have something to say about that, but I think that probably should go in an email.
Yeah, not my bag. So, I kind of had an epiphany moment at my mom's house when I was over there a couple weeks ago when this all started. And I love my dad and I love my mom to pieces. My dad sits in a chair in his living room and stares at a TV or snores all day long. And when he's done with that, he goes to his bedroom where he lays in bed and stares at the TV and snores all night long. It kind of scared me because I was very complacent to be happy in our house. I want to do more. I don't want to die knowing that we didn't attempt to do this great adventure that we've talked about for the 20 years we've been together.
No, nobody's upset, Kim.
No, nobody's upset.
That was a good reply. I like it.
What'd she say?
She said you're kind of kinky.
I winked at you. So.
She my kinky gal.
So, I mean, I can sleep in the van and it feels like I'm not outside. Like I've rationalized this in my head. That's how I'm doing this. I'm not saying I'm gonna be like completely happy and content the entire time. I know there's going to be major adjustment for both of us. I know, excuse me. I know there's going to be moments of complete and utter anxiety, panic that I have. I also know that this guy right here will not let anything happen to me if he has anything to say about it. That is the only reason that I am doing this. I don't want to be my dad in 26 years. I'm about to turn 50 and it's scaring the freak out of me. And I'm not, I guess this is like my midlife crisis. I'm not going to be my dad in 26 years.
Yeah. So Steve, we already have the mattress picked out.
What's that saying?
It's going to be an 8-inch piece of foam that we're going to sit in there, and we're building a platform. Andy's got all your anxieties fixed.
You know, Andy, I actually am considering getting some before we leave because I can get that now here.
Yeah, you can get that in Indiana. It's just you can't go beyond that.
I seriously,
legally.
My thing is, because I know, like even in Florida, that's still not legal. CBD oil is not legal in Florida.
Michigan, it is.
They arrested. They arrested a woman at Disney World because she had CBD oil in her purse.
You should get
like seriously.
Thing of gummies at the stand.
So, my 19-year-old kid's telling me how to get CBD. But
it's not hard. Just go to
okay, guys, it's not the point.
I had CBD the other day.
Oh yeah, it's.
So yeah, that's actually on my list.
Actually, it chilled me out quicker than we did.
Especially in Washington State and Colorado.
How long do we plan to be out, Steve? We have no timeline.
You gotta be back the next day by 9 o'clock.
Yeah, our plans are completely open. We're going to take off, and we're not going to stop until we decide we've had enough. It could be 3 months, it could be 6 months, it could be a year, it could be never. So we're not really planning this. We have ideas of where we want to go and how we want to start it.
Honestly, the biggest thing is going to be the van, how the van holds up.
Yeah, and how long the van will last.
That I'm afraid the van's going to quit before we're ready to, and we're going to have to figure out what we're going to do. I do have a PayPal pool set up so that people can put money in it, which is it's kind of like a GoFundMe. And if you guys want the link to that, let me know, and I'll get it posted on here somewhere. But you know, people can put money in it, and we're not allowed to touch it until December 3rd when we leave. And that's going to be part of our like emergency fund in case anything does happen catastrophic. I don't know if it'll go anywhere if we'll actually get anything in it, but I did start one. PayPal happened to offer it to me. I can do it bigger and better. Sorry, Abby. Probably shouldn't have done it on your channel.
I want to know.
Daddy's channel is naughty tonight.
Oh, I could.
No.
So I can fix this.
Get stickers made.
We did stickers once.
Well, we couldn't afford stickers, so I got little tags that I made.
Style. I'll get it made available, hon. I'll have Richard email it to you if you want.
Amy
Hi,
says,
Amy Frazier. Okay, I'll get it posted, you guys.
stickers for the van.
I have an Etsy shop that I'm going to, and we're getting a couple of YouTube channels made for them. And I am trying to figure out how to get just stickers made. Like, you know, I think Vistaprint's about the only place I can find. Thank you, Stein. Yeah, I'll be sure to get that done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if we just go for a couple months, I mean,
at least we can say we tried.
Yeah.
We did it. We went and adventured something somewhere.
Yeah.
And even at the end of all of it, we're not coming back to Indiana. We're moving down to Florida when we're done.
When this is all said and done, whether it's 3 months, 6 months, or 8 years, we are going to, once we're done with the trip aspect of it, we're headed down to Florida.
I wish you guys could see my son right now. Hi, guys.
I mean, flipped around.
Hi, Amy. Being Jaden.
Be a
That's,
bad
oh
one.
my god.
No, you didn't grow up with it. You raised
That's
it.
the kid I watched grow up.
You made it.
Oy vey. Hold on,
It
guys. My
popped out,
leg is
and then it
stuck.
came out.
No, actually, you did not. You did not. They had to pull
Popped
you.
out, and I was
Do you guys have you guys ever seen Will and Grace? So what he's doing right now reminds me of just Jack on Will and Grace. Just Jack.
Oh, no, but he's
Oh my goodness.
He's definitely completely opposite of Uncle.
Oh, that's my kid that I watched grow up.
What, please?
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
Okay.
Amy, she
what?
says, I'm so excited for you guys. Very inspiring. We
Well,
appreciate that because I tell you
that's
what,
humbling. Thank you.
we want to not only do this, pardon,
Say what? Answer me.
but we are absolutely sharing this with everybody who watches our YouTube channel. The good, bad, and indifferent.
Yeah, Danny. He is. He's always been our crack up. Okay, you need to move this leg for a second. To that. Okay, now down. Okay. Thank you.
So we are going to have such a great time.
I hope. So, guys, here's something funny for you.
But
He wants to do a lot of, out in the woods exploring. Oh,
I didn't do that.
I just got bopped. My baby.
What?
Oh my God. Stop.
No one can see it.
I don't care. I did.
I see it. I don't want to see that.
Anyway,
No.
sorry guys. So he's gonna go, like when we get to new places, we plan on camping for there's a lot of places you can camp for free for up to 14 nights. I don't know that we'll stay 14 nights every time, but we'll stay, 5 or 6 days or until we get bored and decide, okay, we need to find somewhere else to go. But this is so funny. It's kind of silly, but it's funny. So he's looking forward.
I hope so, Sty.
He's looking forward to going exploring, the forest and the woods, and I'm
scary stuff.
I'm freaking out. I keep telling him he's got to take bear spray, number one. He's not allowed to be gone more than X amount of time. We have to establish a timeline. Okay, it's 12 o'clock. You're supposed to be back here by 4. If you're not back here by 4, I'm calling the Rangers to come and find you or your body, whichever one it is.
If Sty takes on the host job with the forest people, he'll sort you out some very
Look at
cheap
this.
camping in Wisconsin.
Sweet, thanks. Come on. Hey, Violet, no. It's in Disney.
See, they got Danny says that, yeah. Most places,
It's in National Forest, most of them.
yeah, you're allowed to stay for 14 days,
They're called BLMs.
and then you have to move.
It's part of the Bureau of Land Land Management, and
Which Texas doesn't have because
no,
they said federal
Literally.
government out of here.
you literally, if you're looking on this National Parks map or Bureau of Land Management map, literally the Texas state line, all of those stop. It's so funny. Most of them are out west. There's very, very few on the east side. So once we get east, it'll be a little bit trickier. It'll be a lot of city boondocking and city camping. Oh yeah, Amy. Yeah.
She says it certainly takes courage, but good for you, Michelle, stepping out of your comfort zone. She's excited to watch the journey.
Thank you. Oh, sweet.
Sky, that's awesome.
Cool.
He may be hosting a campground for 3 months.
What months?
Is it that Black Lake?
Oh yeah, I wanted to see that place.
Black Lake. Where?
Is it Wisconsin? Or Missouri? Where's Sty at? Sty
He's in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin, yeah.
Black Lake. The UAW Black Lake.
No.
Oh.
That's in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Danny says he'll do this. He stop by
Hi, Anthony.
and
That's
stay
all
in
right.
my yard, and I'll rent a court so you don't have to pay anyone.
Aw.
And take you places through the woods and trails.
Well, you and Richard have fun with that.
Yeah.
Just bring
See-
him back when you're
Sounds
done.
like fun.
Angie's back.
Yep, I saw that. I said hi to that.
I can't wait to get
I'm
to
buying coloring books.
the
and
woods
books
and
to
stuff in
read.
places that I never got to go to, that I've never been to. Woo, that ain't gonna work.
No, you can't. What are you doing? Why'd you do that whole time?
So
Excuse me, guys.
Who said something about Black Lake?
Sty.
Sty.
Is it the UAW Black Lake?
Jolinda's wanting to know, Sty, if it's the UAW Black Lake in Wisconsin. Yeah, I'm taking like not all of them for 21 days, Sty. Not from what I've found out and read and seen on YouTube. Some are 21, some are 7, some are 14. You literally have to call ahead and ask.
Yeah, I saw a couple of them that said that you could stay 21 days, but they could not be consecutive days, and you could only stay up to 7 days at one spot, and you have to, and then you have to move to another spot, and you're only allowed to stay a total of 21 days.
No, that was 14 days, not one we saw. That one we were looking at last night. But anyway.
So Steve's got it right. The great community.
I agree, Steve. I agree. I'm excited, you guys. I am also very scared. I'm not gonna lie and say that I'm not. You can ask Heavy. I tell him every day, here's my thoughts, here's my fears, here's my excitement.
Yep. I think part of the reason she's doing it is because she is so scared of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And like I said, seeing my daddy that day, it tore me up. And granted, my dad's got a lot of health issues. He's got post-polio syndrome. He's had several surgeries in the last few years. Well, it's been 3 years since the last one, but now he's got kidney issues going on. My dad wasn't supposed to live. When they first found out he was sick with polio, they said he was going to die in 24 hours. Well, then they said he wasn't going to live past 3. Well, then they said he wasn't going to make it to 5. Well, then it was 12. And then finally at 21, the doctor said, go away. I mean.
Well, my dad is 20 years older than I am. I have a lot of the same medical issues he has now and all he does is sit in he gets out on occasion.
On occasion.
But he really just sits and he's happy doing it, sitting in a chair, watching his TV, and he doesn't want to leave. He doesn't want to go anywhere. He doesn't really want to do anything. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't want to be that ever. Even 20 years down the road, when I'm in my 70s, I do not want to be sitting on a couch in front of a television just waiting to die. If I'm going to wait to die, I want to do it out in the woods. I want to be fishing. I want to be exploring the wilderness. I want to be climbing trees. If I'm going to die, I want a bear to eat me. I want to fall out of a tree. I want to be climbing to the top of Devil's Mountain, Devil's Tower, and fall off of that. If I'm going to die, that's what I want to do.
Well, now we're not going to Devil's Tower. You just told me you're playing, you fool.
So, that's all I'm saying. When it's my time to go.
And I'm content to see these things from our van.
Carol's here.
Carol, hi. Girl, I was just talking about you.
Let's see, Andy says, I just want to know my final time and day so I can ensure I am way out to sea when I croak. So you want to be out on the ocean.
UAW, he says, Jolinda.
Yeah, UAW.
I got all the actual regs for them and the boondock camping rules for forest visitors. Even their website isn't accurate.
Yeah, a lot of people have said call ahead to each forest station.
Angie's right. She says you only have one life. Live it to the fullest. I'll say this. I don't know if I've only got one life, but I'm going to make the assumption that I do. And my family motto is Viva ut vivus, live to live, and that's what I'm going to do.
Carol, we were talking about our travel plans when we head out.
Sai says there's a difference between national forests and national parks.
The only reason why I said that is because Black Lake is what we went to a few years ago, and it's UAW Black Lake by Chrysler.
In Wisconsin?
Yeah,
okay. I don't know.
Carol, we were saying how we're headed down to the Carolinas first, and then we're gonna go.
Great sentiment, Andy.
Over to Texas to see you.
Great sentiment, Andy. I agree. Andy says he's lived by the sea his whole life. He wants to ensure he spends his eternity there.
Yeah.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yes.
The goal is to die with memories, not dreams. Damn right.
Oh my gosh.
Absolutely.
You need to write that one down.
Absolutely. I always tell everybody when I'm dead, I want to look like I'm dead. I want people to look at me and say, "Holy cow, he had some stories."
I'm seriously putting that in my phone, dude.
Every day, Richard,
want
live
that.
life.
I
Yes.
want that on my van.
That sounds good enough to be on my tombstone.
Huh?
It is. The goal is to die with memories, not dreams. I like that.
I'm gonna tweak it a little bit.
Oh, Danny wants to fish the sea. I've actually got to fish in bays and oceans, not necessarily way out on them, but when I lived in Florida, I did a lot of ocean fishing, and I tell you what, it's fantastic. It's fun.
That is going on my van, FYI.
There we go. All right, Steve. Thank you much. We got something to put on the van. That might be our motto.
I think it's going to be. Our
What's a motto?
No, what's a motto would do?
Yeah.
We were gonna do all that wander aren't lost, but everybody has that on their van. Like everybody you see's got that. I like this one better. I like this one a lot better. Yep, Sty. Aw, Danny. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds fun. You got to fish in the Gulf.
Yeah, the Gulf is pretty awesome. I've been to actually I lived on the Gulf for many years. So I got to do a lot of really good fishing there. Got to swim with sharks, got to swim with dolphins. I had a great time. It was fantastic.
Hey Carol, I kind of Google stalked you last night. I just Google mapped where we were going, like from the Carolinas to see you, and I saw your property on Google Maps.
Ooh.
I stalked you just a little bit.
I like that. That's actually really cute. I hear that.
Wow.
Nice, yeah. Golf is a great place to be.
Oh no! Be safe, Kim. Okay,
All right,
well,
Kim.
thank
Hey,
you for
have a
coming
good one.
by. Be safe,
Thank you very much.
Carol. She's got a
You're
storm
crazy.
about to take out her power.
Oh no.
I was just like, okay, how long is it gonna? It wasn't as long as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like a 20.
And to you too, Kim. To you too.
Yes.
She said blessings to you all here in the chat.
Yes. Thank you, Kim.
I want pumpkin spice everything.
And out of the clear blue randomness, there's Belinda. She wants pumpkin spice.
Sky says,
everything.
tell me and I
It is
forgot. Teach me and I remember. Involve me and I learn. Benjamin Franklin. That's how we become ourselves.
Oh, Mr. Mock wants us. The UAW Black Lake is in Michigan. Thank you, sir, for clarifying that.
Thank you very much.
Hi, Tracy.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Tracy, how you
Oh,
doing?
don't be envious,
You were
Kaz.
somewhere out there though.
Don't be envious, Kaz.
Hey, guess what I did? I actually took the second row seats out of the van without help.
For everybody that doesn't know, Tracy is Richard's cousin's wife. We call her Cuz.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, he was. I'm so proud of him. He did great.
I'm excited. Yeah, we're going to be taking the very back ones out here pretty soon, and we're going to start that build of the frame, the platform for the bed. I'm taking off this weekend. We're going up to Tippecanoe State Park, and after we get back, whatever money we have left, we're going to use to start making that build.
I left my card in the van last night.
Oh, I wish I'd have known that.
Yeah, right.
We still need to make that appointment to get in there so Mark can look at our van and tell us what we need to get fixed. Pardon me.
Oh, Mr. Mach 1, you're UAW Black Lake. Okay, cool.
I've been there. It's awesome and boring at the same time. We ended up leaving.
AKA, it's beautiful and no Wi-Fi.
No, there actually is Wi-Fi. It's beautiful, but we had to take classes, and I don't like learning. We ended up skipping a class and went up to Mackinac Island.
Mackinac's cool too.
Mackinac was awesome.
There's a place you've never been.
I got Starbucks when I was
I
there.
can't find it in my actual hat.
I got hot chocolate for the first
don't
time
want
at Starbucks.
Yeah. They make my husband look weird. So I'm wearing hats now.
So did somebody tell you this?
No.
Oh.
Actually, she doesn't even know yet.
Uh-oh.
You know what?
He's not wearing
I'm not
beanies
wearing
anymore.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I know,
Here's the
right?
beanie.
Right? Aw. That sucks.
A bear.
A bear? Where?
Where? Bear.
I'm buying bear spray. Everybody keeps laughing at me, but Jaden's pointing to himself and he's a bear. I'm buying bear spray and everybody keeps laughing at me, so I'm gonna make Richard carry bear spray. Yes. Tracy, I have actually been there once.
Where's that at? Anyway?
That's in Colorado.
Colorado.
So get this, guys. I was researching
got a-
last night.
We got a lot of stuff in Colorado
Oh,
we're gonna be
Colorado,
doing.
it's full of stuff. And I was like, wait, Garden of the Gods, I've been there. I didn't even realize it was in Colorado Springs, or around Colorado Springs. It was cool. It was fun. Anyway.
Sty says he loves Mac and
You know, Mackinac or
Mackinac, Mackinac.
I like saying Mackinac, but it's actually pronounced
Mackinac, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's funner to say Mackinac.
When I was really little, I got to go over one time. I've never been back. I would love to go back.
We ended up going over on a
So Mount Olympus is in Colorado now. I'm gonna climb to the Mount Olympus.
We
Yeah.
went over on a Mustang.
Talk to Zeus.
Mom and Dad made friends down there, and they had rented an orange car, and the thing went down. Yeah, and they ended up letting my mom and dad drive it on the way back. It was so cool driving over that thing because it was literally. It's not like there's
Sounds
no
like where
road.
Andy fixes mushrooms.
It's
Yeah.
like holes in metal, and you can see straight down.
You know, Andy, do you ever listen to the comedian
Oh, well, that's not vague at all.
UFC? Commentates the UFC.
Cool.
Oh, Joe
Rogan.
Joe Rogan, yeah.
Yeah, Andy, do you ever listen to Joe Rogan? I bet you would love to listen to
You
him.
would love Joe Rogan. He's hilarious. What's the monkey one?
Monkeys in space or monkeys?
Yeah, something like
He
that.
says sometimes. So okay, yeah.
This pie don't.
Podcasts get really deep.
His podcast can get insane, but his stand-up comedy is hilarious.
I've listened to like clips of his podcast. They get like really serious too. Like,
Yeah.
Danny says he goes over the bridge and he goes over there many times.
Mr. Mach 1, what part of Michigan do you live in? My grandparents lived in Holland, and then they moved up to Baldwin. And then I also had family that was in Manistee, and I love Manistee, Michigan. It is beautiful. Beautiful.
Where does
Mary Kay live?
yeah, where do they live?
They're back over by Flint because of their daughter. Their
Okay.
daughter must be in the Flint area. Yeah, the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they live. Yeah. Yep.
I've only been up to Michigan a few times. Have not spent a lot of time up there.
I know you guys are gonna laugh at me, but Michigan City is Indiana, but the other part of
I don't think I've seen him with Randall Carlson. I have to look.
up in Michigan.
I like when he has on the Jewish guy. He's super duper intelligent. He's the one that finally started speaking out against gender surgery and started saying you can't change your gender. Oh, what is his name? Ah, gooey. I'll have to. I'm sorry. I'm horrible with names. He's one of my favorite persons to interview. But then when he gets his old friend on there and they start talking stories, the guy he's an Italian dude. Oh my god, he's hilarious.
Oh, she had breast cancer.
Oh, I feel bad
They
now.
had surgery.
Mushroom.
Oh,
I'm not a big mushroom eater,
Because there's no nipple.
and I don't go out there and hunt mushrooms because there's too many poison ones, and I'm not proficient enough to know the difference, and I'm not taking the chance.
Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I love Manistee. It is beautiful. See, all these places I want to take my husband that I've been.
Yeah.
we're not gonna be able to ever stop traveling.
Yeah, I say we're gonna have to travel forever to see all this stuff.
We need his channel to grow a lot to buy us a better.
You know, to be totally honest, I would love to go to a football game in Green Bay.
Oi, so cold.
Yes, during the winter. I want to go to a football game, like 8 inches of snow, 2 foot of snow
Oi,
in Green Bay.
married a lunatic.
Everybody
guys.
running around with no
Oi.
clothes on and just cheering and having a blast. I would love that. I would love that.
Naked people?
Gotta get the cheese.
No.
Look at the fishy fly up there.
If they smell like mushrooms, they're good to eat.
Every mushroom.
Yeah, that's still not a
Well,
risk I'm willing. That
Yeah.
almost.
Andy, the thing
We
is
almost leaves enough room for error
Yeah.
that I don't want to risk. You know.
Tracy says I'm a hoot. Yeah, I'm not taking the chance. That's my thing.
No, Violet.
I will take a chance on a lot of stuff, but mushroom thing I won't.
Michael used to, his favorite
What
team
is that sound?
Yeah, the good thing, Steve,
or Sethers.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
the good thing about me not taking the chance with mushrooms, the biggest reason is I just don't really care for
Wow.
mushrooms that much that I would be willing to take a chance
Aw.
on eating a poison one.
We went morel hunting one time, and my grandma picked a morel. That was
Caught them. They were running.
They were running fast, but picked a morel that was like this tall.
No.
Yes, it was huge. I'm not kidding you. And since I was the one that spotted that little patch, I got to actually have one of the mushrooms. Not the tall one, but one of the mushrooms that was like this big. And my grandma, she was stingy with her morels, man. She didn't share.
Everybody's
with anybody.
stingy with those things.
Yeah.
You know what? I've been out in the woods, just walking
Yeah,
around and
very.
doing things like that, and people would get violent and vicious with me. And this is public land.
Yeah.
People would get violent thinking I was out there trying to get morels on their land.
spot,
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So
And what makes me mad is they don't even know how to properly hunt mushrooms.
morel
You're not
hunters
supposed to
can be
put
violent.
You're not supposed to put them in a plastic bag.
Yeah, you don't
You're
keep them
supposed to put them in a net so that you can shake their spores
everywhere.
so that they can continue to grow for years to come.
Good fun in Michigan.
Yeah.
You know, I have one of the guys that owns the dojo that I teach at went up to Michigan recently, and he found a really cool Aikido school. And I may have to go up there and train with some people next summer.
Yeah, people around here are having a horrible time finding this year.
Growing poop?
No, growing mushrooms.
No, it says cow patties. That's doo-doo.
Oh yeah, they grow in cow patties. Yeah.
That's cow poop.
Yes, dear.
Yeah.
Exactly. Steve's got it perfectly right. You can eat every mushroom at least once.
Hey, speaking of cows, how are your lawnmowers doing, Carol? Did they get the lawn taken care of for you last weekend?
Michelle has a cousin that lived out here, and her little kid went out in the yard,
Oh my gosh.
grabbed a mushroom out of the yard, and ate it, and it almost killed him.
Ended up in the ER. Nearly killed him.
Almost killed him.
Yeah, that was scary.
Mushrooms when I see yards.
It was so scary. There's another new vehicle.
So yeah, I don't like them enough to care. That's honest. If I'm gonna eat a mushroom, generally it has to be on a pizza or something to that nature. I'm just not gonna eat a mushroom, and I don't really care for fried mushrooms or anything like that. Yes, but they got to be with something, and you get those from the store.
Love you.
I'm not going to go out in the woods and take a chance on getting a poison one and dying. Now, I will take a chance climbing to the top of a mountain and falling off. That's different.
Whatever you say.
Hello, that's not an option.
Death caps.
Oh, that's why you do people. Mr. J.
I've heard of them.
Oh, was that girl?
I don't know if I've seen any or not because I'm not good with. I'm not good. I've tried. I've got many books.
Yeah.
I've got many books on mushrooms, and I've tried taking my books out and identifying mushrooms, but it's very difficult for
Aren't
me.
death caps the red ones or whatever? With the white
Magic
socks.
carpet ride. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
On
Yeah,
a
yeah.
magic carpet ride. Sorry. You don't know. Sorry. Trying to keep you from getting copyrighted, but y'all keep throwing songs up in my head.
Yeah, let's not do
I
that.
gotta sing the songs when
Well,
you
stop-
put them up there in my
Stop
head.
singing the song.
I got to sing to the song.
I think Sty had an issue with that a few days ago.
Well, he said they never did ping him on that one.
Oh yeah, Chaga. Yes,
I love
Oh,
Chaga.
Michael loves Chaga.
there is a YouTuber that I used to watch a lot. I don't really watch much anymore. He's up in Alaska, and he sent me some Chaga.
Tracy says he wants in the cow patty to go on an adventure without your fan.
There you go. Yeah, buddy.
Go the Viking way.
So yeah, Sty got hit for copyright.
What all were you singing?
That was all
Andy?
his fault. Oh, he was singing all kinds of stuff apparently.
Yeah. The rule used to be if you kept it under 15 seconds, you were fine. But now it seems like YouTube will just say, oh, no, I don't want you to sing even that long. So I'm just going to copyright you now. They keep changing the rules. Oh, this couch.
Generally, if you put the title and the artist, even if you do it, you can say you're doing your cover, you won't get a copyright.
I'm going to make Richard change spots with me.
Just to let you all know that.
Hey, turn that fan up and turn it this way a little bit,
If
baby.
you are critiquing or
It
covering
is so
it,
stuffy in
you get the
here.
artist name, the song title,
No.
Yeah.
you won't get a.
That's if you're doing some kind of.
So who
critique.
sings that one?
That's if you do some sort of critique or
Cover.
whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a special law in copyright law that allows you to do that.
Yes.
You can't just sit there and sing the song. Move.
B, get down.
No, but even if you just sing it, you can literally just say, "Hey, this is this song."
That's like Steppenwolf, right? That sings that.
Magic carpet ride.
Yeah, not like Steppenwolf or something like that. I'm horrible with band names anymore.
So
It used to be that I could. Oh really?
I have
You know,
property in the UP.
Yeah, Upper Peninsula is part of Michigan.
Oh, in Michigan. Okay.
I've never been in the UP. Manistee is the farthest north. Mackinac, but I've never been in like. I was so little, I don't remember Mackinac. They said I went, but I don't remember. But yeah, I've never consciously been up in the UP. I wonder where that sent that twice. That's crazy.
Maybe he typed it twice.
Did you type it twice?
Maybe he's stuttering.
I was getting ready to say, did you stutter?
Let's not make fun of Mr. Mark. Maybe he stutters.
I didn't make fun.
Just kidding there. Just yeah.
I don't make fun.
So is that like little islands and stuff on Lake Michigan? Is that what that is?
The UP?
Yeah.
You've never seen the UP?
No, I don't think so. Maybe on a
Well,
map.
Yeah.
I'm saying, is it just islands and stuff?
No, it's a chunk.
It's a chunk.
Literally, Michigan's separated into two pieces. It's the mitten and then the peninsula.
Okay.
Aw, thank you, Andy.
You didn't know that either?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Andy's gonna loan us his car.
Great. We'll come and pick it up tomorrow.
Drive it right back. Andy, I love that you always make us laugh.
Hey, Andy, I got a question
Always.
for you. I got a question
I
for you.
pray your life is as full as much laughter as you provide us. Because you're funny.
You always talk about living in the UK. Now,
So sorry, you guys.
we say England over here. Is that different?
What?
Oh.
United Kingdom.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it?
That's
Oh
Ireland,
no. Yeah,
Wales,
see.
Scotland, and England.
So apparently Andy did about 20 seconds worth. YouTube says that even for 5 seconds is enough to get a copyright claim. They hit his for about an 8-second worth. Wow. I think YouTube is stuttering.
They're getting crazy. They're getting crazy.
Yeah.
They're finding any way to take, small channels like ours and,
Dude, they're killing me. They keep deleting my subscribers.
England is the country, UK is the nation, which includes Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
Wales.
Okay. So Mike, so you said you live in the UK, so you live outside of England in particular? Do you live in Scotland, Wales, or Ireland then? I'm curious.
Two completely different political parties.
I have Doing my genealogy, I have family from Scotland and from Ireland.
V, get down.
Not rude.
He said he lives in England, which
Thank
is
you.
part of the. Okay. I'm just not educated enough to. Just like here in the United States.
Danny, that's happened to me twice.
We don't necessarily say we live in North America. We say we live in the U.S.
Google Harwich or Harwick.
Well, there
C012 and find it.
Considered
Okay.
3 different countries.
I don't remember that.
Says Danny says he got a copyright once on a video. Didn't even
have
music. Yeah.
Were you in a store or were you in your car or was the TV in the background? Because if they were, they'll get you on that too.
I wouldn't have a clue of hardly anywhere in the U.S. Don't feel bad. I wouldn't have a clue about England. Honestly.
I saved that so we can.
I tell you,
later.
I would love to go to Wolverhampton, and I believe that's somewhere in the central part of England.
Have you seen their chapel? It is beautiful.
At church?
Yeah.
Well, you can't go in there. You're going.
Oh, they're all old school fire. That's cool.
I'm probably burning something in the church.
Where was that?
Where was that, Richard? What were you talking about?
Oh, I was talking about Wolverhampton is in England, and I believe it's somewhere around the central or lower central part of England.
Yep, Midlands.
Yeah, that's where. So when my family left France with William the Conqueror to come over and defeat the people living,
Saxons.
yeah, well, the Saxons and a few others. But anyway, they ended up living in what became Wolverhampton, Ampthill, and I just would love to see that because that's where my family came from when they lived in England. Yeah, we have about 4 or 5 more minutes, and then we're going to have to get off here. So, but yeah, I would love to go to England just to see it, and I'm sure I could find a lot of really good genealogy information there. I've actually tried to contact people in England to try to help me out, but I don't think they're as enthusiastic about genealogy as those of us over here in the U.S. Wowzers.
That's kind of scary.
Tracy's taking off.
Bye, cuz.
All right, thanks a lot for coming by. I appreciate it. Tell Mark I said hey. And we need to. I'm gonna come out there in the next few days, hopefully, and try to make an appointment to get the van looked at. And we'll need a later afternoon type thing, so we'll make sure we get there.
Yeah. Our schedules are so messed up now.
Sounds good. Awesome. Awesome. All right. So for the last 5 minutes, does anybody have anything super important on their mind they want to talk about?
Questions.
Yeah. Any last minute questions?
Topics we might discuss next week. Give us some ideas.
Food.
Food.
Belinda's topic is always food.
No,
Maybe. Well,
the
maybe
food
next.
You're gonna take on your adventure.
Maybe next
Well, we
Tuesday
don't
we
know
can
yet.
actually cook something live.
Ooh, that's lighting though. Sucks. Okay.
I
Next-
want a donut.
Well, I'm just
It
kidding.
says, when do you start
your
your
next.
work? December 3rd.
And don't ask why December 3rd. It just is what it is.
Well, there you go. The cooler question. We are going to purchase a pretty decent cooler.
We're supposed to be talking about this stuff next week.
Oh, okay. We'll talk about that next week then. How to avoid.
Politics, sex, religion, and equality for all. If so, shout me when these are done with.
Well, number one, we can't have Andy or myself talking because it will get there.
Well, this week it was me too.
Yeah. most of the people on my channel can't show up
If we're not
if
talking
we're
about
not
any
talking
of
about
those.
any of those.
Oh my
So-
Lanta.
Yeah. I love it. I think it's great. I'm glad you guys come on and we have these discussions. It's fantastic.
That's a Richard one.
Well, thanks a lot, Danny. I'm glad you came by. We'll be here again next Tuesday. The same bat time, same bat channel.
Oh, careful. That might be copyrighted.
Is it copyrighted?
I don't know.
Same backwoods time, same backwoods channel.
There
There we go. Oh!
Hey.
So I says you count on being around.
Yeah, I'm saying what Dean said.
Yeah, couldn't shut Michelle up when the topic got around to sex. Well, you know what, Andy?
We
I
can
tell you
talk
what,
numbers, Andy.
I know how to shut her up when sex comes up. No, you guys took that dirty. You guys took that dirty. And on that note, we're out of here. Yay!
Bye.
You guys have a wonderful time. Thank you for watching Bentley's Backwoods Bushcraft and enjoy the outdoors, even if it's your
in
own
the
backyard. Oh, yeah.